Hey, welcome back to a very new video. But if you're new here, my name is Katja, and on this channel I talk mostly about K-pop, language studies, books, manga, basically all things that I love in life. And for this week's video, I feel so giddy because so many great things are gonna happen this week, and I feel like I burst out of the seams of my happiness. I hope that made sense, but Kiss of Life is having their newest release with Lose Yourself. Also, ITZY has their comeback with Gold. And then my Sserafim albums finally arrive somewhere this week. So good. And also I have some travel plans coming up. It won't be in this video, but I am preparing some things for it. And what else? So much content, I have the feeling. So let's just get on with this week. Let's just talk about my first thoughts of the music video from Kiss of Life. Because, okay, so here's the thing. I need to marinate my thoughts always, especially with music. Music is so deep and so many layers, and I personally think it's always so brave when people talk about music and just share what they listen to. Like, yeah, I know I have this channel and I do that as well, but I don't go in depth with every musician I listen to because I actually think that's very personal, what you listen to and what are your favorite songs. So yeah, kudos for everyone who is super brave to share that. But here's the thing, because I always want to make a deep connection with music, I thought it was best for me to today stick with Kiss of Life because they are one of my favorite groups. And with ITZY, I'm just a casual listener, so I will save their music for later this week. And today I only will focus on Kiss of Life. And I listened to their Get Loud. I even watched the music video a couple of times, and let me tell you, this sounds like a Zeros track. Also a song from the 2010s. It feels like the type of song that I would dance to when I was clubbing, back in my clubbing era. And yes, I was clubbing very young in some countries around the world. So I actually talked about this with a friend of mine. She is from the Philippines and I'm from the Netherlands, but we both started clubbing at the age of 14 because we had like clubs in both countries where you can go at the age of 14. There are special nights though, so no worries. But this song brought me back to that time, and the playfulness, the changes of rhythm, but it all feels very cohesive. And I only heard this yesterday, that Belle is the producer of this song, and she wasn't planning this to be the title track. She just wanted to create a song, and then the team behind them said, no, this is gonna be the title track. So she was so surprised. And honestly, this song is such a banger, but so different from everything that came before, like Sticky, that it's really a sticky song. It will stick in your head for days on end. And also, oh, what was the one that came out in February? Nothing is a B-side track. Why am I blanking on this name right now? I looked it up, it's Midas Touch. And I like that they play around, but still it feels really the Kiss of Life tune with the R&B and also just the playfulness in their music. I think that is gonna be their genre as well, the playfulness. These are just my first thoughts. I will go in depth about the album and also the music video later this week, but just let me and give me the time to think about it and just feel the music. My Sserafim albums are finally here! First up, this cute card. They personalized it as well, which I always love so much. Unfortunately though, they had to say also on this card that volume 1 couldn't be delivered this time. They didn't get any volume 1s. I believe they only got volume 2. I saw it somewhere online. So that's a little bit sad because I only collect volume 1s. So if you are unfamiliar with Sserafim, they always put out, or not always, but ever since their first mini album, they always put out 3 versions, volume 1, 2 and 3. And yeah, I'm a little bit sad about that, but the web shop is not responsible for that. Weverse really messed up this order because one of my Weverse gifts are also not in there because the web shop never received those. So I feel so bad for this web shop because they already got the order in really late from Weverse, and then they also messed up the order as well. So yeah, it makes me a little bit sad, but that's okay. Okay, first up, I think this is the normal album. Nope, I was wrong. It's the balaclava version. And also with a Weverse gift, let's see who I have pulled. Wait, I can see this on screen. Who is this? Wait, hold on. I pulled my bias? Hell yes, it's Jin! Okay, great. We are off to an amazing start. What are we gonna do actually first? I'm putting this away, but do we want to unbox this, or am I just gonna unpack this one as well? Yeah, let's do that. Here it is, the album, and I got actually volume 3, which makes me really happy because my preferred versions when it comes down to the photo shoots were, I believe, 1 and 3. So no man overboard, I'm really happy. And the Weverse gift that came with the album was this photo card holder and then a photo card. And again, I've got Junjin, and I have the feeling this is not a coincidence because some of the people that work for this company, Kyopta, I am actually in good contact with them, and they also almost all the time they reshare my blog posts whenever I post an unboxing, and they actually know that Junjin is my bias. So I have the feeling that they put it in there because they know. And then we have the Weverse version that is really, really small. I didn't expect it to be this small, and I believe this was also my preferred version. So good thinking. What are we gonna unbox first? The Weverse version? Yeah, let's start small. I personally haven't watched any unboxing, so this is all new to me as well. But first up, the group card. And is that the, yeah, okay, QR code. Oh, I love this. So you don't see it immediately. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool. A unit photo card. Another unit photo card. Group photo card? Wait. Okay, fascinating, fascinating. And oh, another group. Okay. Oh, then because these have another color back, so these are the solos. Cute. Oh, cute. Aww. Yes, love it. Nice. Oh, then I have a good variation of types of photo cards, because if this is volume 3, then okay, cool, cool, love it. Love it, love it, love it. The album comes in this protective sleeve, and this is what I love so much about this album. And also that it is in hardcover. I really like this style of production. Oh, okay, hold on a minute. So this must be the photo book. And this is probably where all the goodies are, right? Let me... Oh no! This is the Odd Fairy floss. I could have known. Okay, this is actually the photo shoot that well, I think it is cute. It's just not my preferred style of them. So I'm a little bit sad. So it was volume 1 and 2 that I actually preferred when it comes down to the photo shoots. I mean, it is really unique. I give them that. It's just not my preferred version. Oh, we first really messed up with this order. Anyway, Le Sserafim 4th Mini Arm Crazy Volume 3 Old Fairy Floss. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy Volume 1. Because this is also not Halloween style. I don't know if you remember, but in other vlogs I was talking about the fact that I really liked some of the photo shoots because they would fit the Halloween theme. I mean, this also kind of fit the Halloween theme, but this is not the theme I was going for. Anyway, enough ramble. I mean, I'm not ungrateful, it's just I'm really annoyed by Weavers because they messed so many things up with this order. I really feel bad for the web shop I bought this from because they had to fix so many things that Weavers did wrong. So, and this rant, I feel so negative. Well, I don't want to be because I love the girls and I support them every way. I also love this Dutch web shop so freaking much. So let's just get into it. It's gonna be a future me problem how I get volume 1. Anyway, let's open it up. Ooh, I really like this. That they showed the colors. Oh, that's cute. That's a really cute detail. And especially because this is already in hardcover. I like that. Okay, first up, some stickers. Love it. I also love that they always change up the logo for every comeback, but it's still their recognizable logo. You know what? Actually, with an extra version, I won't feel bad to use stickers. So that's actually a very good thing. Okay, then we have Oh, wait, hold on a minute. So that means I pulled Sakura! Yay, nice. And then Sakura's hairpiece. You had to be there. If you don't know, you had to be there. Look it up online. It's really funny. And then we have the postcard. And this must be the poster. So hold on a minute. I will unfold this. Okay, cute. Really cute. Also funny that they did it not horizontal like they normally do. So that's fun that they change things up all the time. And then what do we have here? A sing-along melody book? What? Isn't that just the lyrics or... Oh! You can definitely tell I've never seen an unboxing of this album. Okay. This is so cute. Okay, I feel so much better seeing this actually. I know it's just a small details, but I love this details. A cat, that is a donut, or is this a Cheerio? Okay, cool. This actually made my day. Yes, this makes me really happy. I'm still annoyed though that I have to buy volume 1 somewhere, but you know what? I'm already so happy that I pulled Jin multiple times. Okay, so we are back again hating on Weavers because my box is smashed. I'm so sad. I also feel so incredibly sad again for the web shop I bought from because they have to deal with this all. Anyway, we've got about... Oh, okay. You know what? This is good quality. It's heavy. It feels very thick. Okay, good. Because I would have been so annoyed if the quality was actually gonna be bad as well. But this feels really sturdy. Cool. Okay, so photo cards. Let's move on to the positive things. Also, look at it. It's a cute teddy bear. Love that. But I need to have 2 hands to unpack this, don't I? Ooh. Oh, that actually worked. Aww. This is so cute. I love the colors. Love it, love it. Okay. To the photo cards. Who do we have first? It's Anche, is it? Hold on. Yeah, Anche. Next up we have, oh, another Anche. How many photo cards are in here? Kazuha. Okay, so these are the same style, so let's figure this one out. Then we have another Kazuha, and this one is definitely that one style. Then we have Junjin. Oh whoa, there are 10 photo cards in here. Another Junjin. Yeah, Kazuha. I love this hair on her. Hold on, did I just say Kazuha or did I do say Sakura? Guys, my mind is everywhere in all the wrong places. Chewan. Oh no. So these are, yeah, I think I have it correct. Am I correct? I don't know. No, wait. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I think I've placed them correctly right now. Okay, I love that. So the thing is, why I bought multiple albums was definitely because of all the photo cards. So I knew that I would have multiple sets. So I didn't have to buy PCs from other people. Not that I don't like to buy PCs from other people, but I was like, you know what, I really wanted to have this version, and I just thought it was really cute to have all these because they went definitely all out for this crazy era, and I really wanted to support that. So that's why I bought all these albums. And also I am OT5, so it makes sense. I would have spent the same amount of money buying them from someone else as buying these extra version of the albums, if that makes sense. What do we have now? This is an album scene. Oh, and then we have posters of the members. And Jay. Wait, this is Junjin, right? They didn't put it in order. Yeah, that's the way to mess with my head. Wait. Why do I only... Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was scammed again, once again by Weavers. But no, it's all good. Okay, so we have them on the back. So Chewon together with Teddy Bear, Junjin together with Sakura, and then Anche together with Kazuha. Oh my gosh, names and all. Let's have a quick look at the scene. Oh! There is so much content in here. Okay, love that, love that. On the day that I finally received my copies of Sserafim's Crazy, they announced Lennyverse Season 5. And guys, I have to be honest, I haven't even finished Lennyverse the last season, so I will do that this weekend. Those are my wild weekend Saturday night plans, and then I can start fresh coming next week. It's Thursday already. Like, how did that even happen? Anyway, I just bought myself volume 1. Yes, I know. It's quite an investment that I made for this era. But then again, like I said, I have a full set of photo cards that is completed. So that actually saves me money. And, well, then I bought another album just because I wanted to have a particular version. I will just take that. Also, I bought it actually from a different web shop because all the Dutch stores didn't have volume 1. So I went to my good old trusty Belgium store where I actually buy a lot of K-pop stuff, because they have most of the time the special editions or just some merch and other stuff like that. And they had volume 1, and the price tag on that album wasn't large. Like, it was not that much compared to what I paid in the Netherlands. So I was like, you know what, it's completely fine, I will buy that album, and hopefully it makes it into this vlog. Anyway, because now I will have an extra copy basically, and I want to do something with that. But first up, I want to talk about this packaging, because yesterday when I started to, well, put everything back together so I can make photos of it for my blog, I was like, you know what, I don't think this packaging is anyone's mistake necessarily, because this is the type of package that Sserafim is very known for. However, I don't think that production, the ones in the company who decided to make it like this, really thought about that things would be uneven in the box itself. So of course, when this album gets made and rolls off and it gets on top of another album, of course it starts to crash. That makes completely sense. So the thing that I personally think that I should have done is to go for a completely different box, because actually, okay, here's the thing. It also annoys me a little bit because I thought this was thought out so well. So I'm so sad for whoever came up with this plan that it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned it. So I personally would put this in those, oh, those, how is it called? Those Ziploc bags. Something similar to what they did for TXT. I think, even though I didn't like it for an album itself, because this is just a special edition and it comes with a hoodie, I think that would have been completely fine and it would have worked way better and not upset people for such a damaged album. However, what are my plans? Because this box is smashed. It's not pretty. So what I want to do is, because I do really like the cover, is cut the cover out and use it for my Sserafim binder, because I once cut off a Sserafim poster, the one from the first mini album, and you probably get why I chose that to do that with that poster. If you don't, just look up Sserafim history and then you will get it. So I was fine cutting up that poster. However, the girls have grown so much and I think this would look so freaking cute. And together with the album that is now like an extra. And then my camera decided to run out of battery. Anyway, with the album that will be a leftover kind of, I want to use it to create the binder to make it all look pretty and cozy. And also I won't be feeling bad to use the stickers. Yes, I'm one of those people. I always feel bad to use the stickers, even though I should just use it. I only have that feeling when it comes down to albums. Never with other stuff. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, these are my plans to do with that. Why is there such a loud car every time? In case you are wondering what I'm gonna do with the album, the leftover pieces, well, I think I'm gonna set up another binder for Sserafim, and more for like the extra stuff that I want to put away, especially because right now I won't be using this box. The box, except for the front, that will be gone. So I want to make another binder and put stuff in there that I have from Sserafim that don't fit in an album, but would be perfect to just flip through in a binder. Wow, I said the word binder a lot. I hope you took a shot or something like that. The next thing that I want to talk about is ITZY, their gold album. First off, I'm so happy that Aaliyah is back after a year of hiatus due to health reasons. And I absolutely love that the songs of the last era, where she wasn't there, that they gave it a final version. so she's also on those tracks. That really makes me happy, and also that she is shining so brightly this era as well. And yeah, it sounds very fitting that the title track is gold. However, I do have something with that. I don't think this title track is necessarily a good one. Maybe it will grow on me, but as of right now, it's a no for me. And to me, it sounds too much like NMIX, and there are too many different kinds of melodies and sounds to feel it like a finished song. There is too much happening, even though some of the melodies and some of parts of the track are really strong. And I wished that if they did a switch up in the song, for it not to happen like 10 times, but instead more like 3 times max. Because there are some banger pieces in this song, but the switches are just too much for me. And again, maybe it starts growing on me, but this is just my first reaction, and yeah, I don't know. But then again, I'm also not an ITZY stan. There are some songs that I absolutely love from them, and I just wanted to check it out during this vlog. Anyway, I do have some favorite songs when it comes down to the B-side tracks, and then I don't count in, of course, the Born to Be era, I just count the Gold era. Actually, it's Imaginary Friends, so the second track on this album, and I believe it's gonna get a music video, so that honestly makes me really happy. Also, I love Faye featuring Changbin from Stray Kids, and not only because he's also on the song, I think it's just a really powerful song that it's on there. Getting to that actually, because Faye is quite powerful, and I think that's quite interesting because Gold to me sounded kinda like a song that you would put last on the album, because some of the melody in that track sounded like something that you would put on when you're going home from a party. I hope that makes sense. So it would have been better to be the last track on the album. Now that wouldn't have been possible because the Born to Be era is on here as well, but I think that actually would have fitted better to start with Imaginary Friends. Honestly, all the other songs are in the right order. I would only have finished with Gold at the end. That would have been so much better, and I would have switched up the production of Gold as well. But yeah, that's that for right now. Do I also already want to talk about Kiss of Life? Because I've listened to it. I've started to marinate about the songs, so I will go in depth in the end of the video. But my favorite so far, and I'm curious if this is gonna switch in a couple of days, is No One But Us. So besides Get Loud, which is also so amazing, I really like the last song on the album because, again, actually this points out what I said about the ITZY album. It sounds like the track you would put on going home from a party, or just going and riding along the beach on the highway and just feeling all the vibes. It's so good. I need to check out who did all the productions. I know that Belle was involved heavily on this album, but I think they definitely sample a lot on this album, which I'm completely fine with. I love how they used it, at least. But I think No One But Us was sampled quite heavily by some songs that I knew from when I was growing up. I need to check that out. Anyway, these are my first thoughts. On to the next one. Excuse me, Miss Rose decided to just drop a new music video together with Bruno Mars. Like, what? And it's such a bop as well. Well, we are off to a great start of my wild weekend plans by studying some Korean. So currently I am reviewing my level 1, and then at the end I want to take my level test, and then hopefully if everything goes well I can move on to level 2. Guess what just came in? Here we have it. Volume 1. Ooh, so pretty. Thundering Cedar. Yes, this is definitely my preferred version. And so Halloweeny. Let's open it up. Ooh, wait! Are the stickers a little bit different? I like that. Oh, this is the same? Or is everything the same? Ooh, wait! Hold on. Does this mean what I think it means? Yes! I've got Kasua! I'm so glad. Well, it didn't actually matter anyway, because in every version there is another photo card, as in a type of photo cards. Each version has its own version photo card. Wow, that took me a long time to get there. Yes, I like this. This is perfect. This is definitely my kind of type of photo shoot. I'm really happy that I did this. And honestly, I have so many ideas of using the other album for collages, and also to make my Sserafim binders pretty. Ooh, pretty poster. Welcome to Sunday afternoon. Yesterday evening, instead of watching Sserafim content and finally catch up on everything, I actually decided to read this book, Upstream by Mary Oliver. These are selected essays by the author. However, even though those are pretty essays, they are beautifully written. Upstream, the title of this one, that is actually, fun enough, also my favorite essay. I would highly recommend to read it, especially when you are in your 20s. It's really interesting. Also maybe beginning of 30s. Like, okay, actually it is for almost all ages, but I think the 20s and the start of 30s, it's quite an interesting time. So yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. Also, I was calling with a friend for over an hour, so I had such a blast. But yeah, that took up time of watching the Sserafim content, and in the end I decided to just read, which is also very healing for the mind. And currently I'm doing something completely else, which does have something to do with the Sserafim. I just finished doing the photo shoot for my blog with the 2 normal versions of the album. I always love to make those unboxings posts, just because I can go into depth about photo shoots or something else about the theme of the album. Things that I normally won't say during a review. I just love to do those things. So yeah, just finished up, and now I want to rearrange my K-pop shelves. But also over here I have some cleaning to do when it comes down to the PCs and whatnot, so let's get on with it. A current final look of my K-pop shelves. The teddy hat is over here. I thought that was so cute with the purple, and over here purple. These are spider lights. If it wants to focus, yes, okay, because, well, I like Halloween. Also candle over here. I moved all my Taylor Swift CDs over there, some other CDs, and then we have Le Sserafim. I thought it was so sad if I was gonna put it out of the sleeve that it didn't set like the title. But then I was like, oh, you know what? I will put the sleeve over here. Actually, in real life, you can see this much better. It's just all the reflection and stuff like that. The kitty cat, then the postcard. Over here, the Rolling Stones with Wolf Cheney and this cute bunny holding a pumpkin. And then another wolf, Channy, protecting the albums. And not much has changed over here, but yeah, I think it's so cute. I like it so much. Welcome to the wrap up part of this video. It is a couple of days later. I took my sweet time to basically write an essay about the lore and also the music of Kiss of Life. It has been a journey. It took me 2 nights and we are 3,000 words later. But here we are. Okay, so the first thing, Rem. That is the music video and the song that I already talked about in the last vlog, so I won't go into deep too much because I already talked about it for like almost 10 minutes, I believe, in the last video. So here we are. Anyway, something that I really loved with the Get Loud video was that we could find out all the invisible strings between Lose Yourself album trailer, also the Ram music video, and of course the Get Loud music video. And that has been a joy, but also quite a headache, because you can tell that everything is really well thought out. And I absolutely love that. But I do want to say, because now the full album is out, I thought it would have been kick-ass if they would have put Ram, a ballad, as the first song on the album, because it is a great introduction. It is talking about dreams, and then you get Loud, and then you get all these other songs. To be fair, I think that the B-sides tracks are the best on this album. But then again, I think most of the time the B-sides tracks of Kiss of Life are one of the best. We'll get into that later, but first I want to get into Ram a little bit more. But then not the lore. The lore only is over 700 words, and I don't want to get through that one more time. So let's just talk about the song itself, that it is a very solid 90s R&B inspired ballad. I love how easygoing the melody is, but at the same time it's also very sturdy, and impressive vocals from all the members, especially Hanul. She stood out the most to me. I also think because she is the youngest in the group and she had, well, did she have the steepest learning curve? I don't think so. I think actually Belle, because she had to learn how to dance. She was already an accomplished composer and writer, but dancing was completely new to her. But I think in Hanno's case, even though she is the lead singer, I believe, I think she has grown even more when it comes down to Ram. And also in the B-sides tracks, I think it's very interesting that she is a lot of the backing vocals. I like when other members take the time to let other members shine even brighter. I just love that. Anyway, when it comes down to the melody, however, I think they are pretty, but they get dull at a certain time. The repetition is a little bit too much, especially because there isn't a real end point to the song. It really goes like a bam and it's over, which I kind of get because it is about REM sleep. But I think that they could have gone a different route and got still that bam and we're awake moment. Because now it felt really empty in a way, which shouldn't be a thing because the members are vocally so amazing that they could have come up with something completely different. So yeah, the production was a bit overdone to me and also lacking at certain points. However, I do really like the vibe. Now, move over to Get Loud, the music video. I love to see all the invisible strings when it comes down to the lore. And I won't get into everything on this video because otherwise this video will be so incredibly long, and I think that most people who watch my channel are watching it for the different kinds of content rather than a full-on review. So I will put my essay, the link to my blog, down in the comments below, or in the, how do you say it? In the box where I put my information. There will be. Anyway, so something that stood out to me was Hanul covering Belle's eyes, and it's something strange what happens to Belle. Something that also happened to Hanul in the Ram music video is that she fell asleep, and she turns into confetti. And then I was like, what is gonna happen to the other members? Because the girls in their own music video commentary, they also talked about how important confetti is. And I was like, okay, so are the other members aware? Because in Ram it looks that only Hanul is aware. And then in Get Loud, Hanul is constantly the one who's popping up everywhere. Even the members said that in the commentary. So I was like, okay, so it really is sticking out. Which makes me think that at first that Hanul is the only one awake and now Belle is gonna be. But then if you look at the album trailer, Julie is brushing off glitter and confetti. And also Natty, when the train is passing by in Get Loud, she's blowing the confetti. And at the end of the music video, when the girls are dancing, we first have a scene where they are dancing with their doppelgangers. So there is Kiss of Life, and then their geek versions. That's how they explained it, at least. And then at the end scene, we see them dancing the Kiss of Life with all these confetti and glitters. So are they now all awake, or is there something more to the story? And we'll have to wait till the next music video, because I hadn't noticed that even Sticky and especially Mida's Touch are all connected to everything that happens in here. I mean, this is the first time that I really go deep into the Kiss of Life lore, so it makes sense that I've only just now started to notice how connected everything is. Because when we look at the debut album, when they made those like 6 music videos or something like that, it was clear that everything was connected. The girls, they were meeting up with each other, and they went to a party, they crashed, they they danced the night away. So it was really clear that everything was connected, that there was a meeting point. But then we have Natty, like the debut album Natty, meeting up again with Sticky and at the end of the music video. But then we also have Mida's Touch, which this guy has doppelganger in his neck, and his name is also Alex, and there is a song named Alex on this album. So I've been mind blown about the creative direction it all goes, and how they constantly put in invisible strings, but also like this lore, and really went in deep, which is super interesting to me, because at the end of the day, this is not a big company where they are from, but they started to blow up. And the way how the team works together when you watch their documentary parts after every album, it really fascinates me how they talk about the girls, but also how they work as a team together. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how a lot of companies work, but I think the way how they handle certain situations is quite unique in the K-pop sphere. Anyway, let's talk about Get Loud. There are a lot of connections when it comes down to the lore, but now I just want to talk about the song itself. I like that already in Mida's Touch they hinted at this Zeros aesthetics, and Wicked Loud, they get into it even more with R&B and dance sounds, which fits perfectly when we look at the rest of the album later. I am really happy with the sound itself, and the guitar, the beat is so consistent when it comes down to the energy. I will go over all the B-side tracks really quickly because otherwise I've been talking for way too long and editing me already hates current me. Okay, let's talk about Chemistry. I did not see that intro coming, and I love that it feels like Born to Be era, but then just a more mature side of them. It also fits the overall key of sound so incredibly well. It also gives me Chainsmokers vibes, and I absolutely adore that. And I just like just the two songs that came before this one, that it also sounds very nostalgic and cohesive in line of the things that came before that. Whew, that's a lot. Also, the melody and the production on this track are the cleanest so far on this album, and the voices of the members, of course, sound amazing. Then we go to Iglo, and here's the thing, I really hate that songs are getting shorter and shorter, and normally Kiss of Life does a pretty solid song, but this one is just 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I wish this was at least 2.5 minutes. That would have been much better for me. The production overall is really good. For example, the harmonies, Belle's lower voice, and the overall vibe is amazing, but I just wished it was a little bit longer. However, the girls look stunning when they are performing this song. It's so good. Then we go to Too Many Alex. I love how this is a less serious song on their album. It's just fun and upbeat. I love that it is also a pop funk genre, and it really stands out on its own. And you can tell that the composer is the same one who was also behind Bad News, Middelstart and Sticky. So yeah, it will be stuck in your head. I also love that the alter ego gets a new interpretation in this song compared to everything else that we already gone over in the lore. And it really feels connected to Midas Touch, which again makes sense because same producer. But yeah, let's not get into this too much because it's already a lot. So let's get to Back to Me. And this track is, together with the next one of my faves because it is a feel-good song in the pop rock genre, and we all know that this girlie loves pop rock. And then again, I already said this before, this song feels like driving home after a good day or party. There's this summer breeze, windows are down, and the night sky is filled with stars. It is a very straightforward song that I hoped had a bit more surprising when it comes down to the production, but then again, I do think this will be the perfect encore song for their upcoming tour, or well, actually, when this will be up, the tour has just started. Yeah, I think it will make me tear up if I am lucky enough to go to their concert one day. Then we go to No One But Us. Well, hello, EDM, pop rock, and synth pop. I like that all the main sounds of the whole entire album gets wrapped up in the ending song, which is probably has one of the best productions on this whole album. And don't even get me started on the anti-drop that made this song feel so magical. So yeah, when it comes down to the creative direction, I think this album is amazing. However, I do think that the production could step up a little bit of their game for their next work. And I personally really think that it would already help when the members get involved more into the production, because they are already so incredibly talented. And I think that they could create some real magic in the booth. But at the end of the day, I do believe that this is their best mini album so far. They dare to explore their voices and found new ways to embed that in genres that they are known for as a group. So good job, and I honestly cannot wait for what comes next for Kiss of Life. But for as of right now, I want to thank you for watching this vlog, and I hope that you had a great time and that you will be here next time around. So have a good day and hopefully see you very soon. Bye!